We were still about 3 parts from the last outpost we would be stopping at, before beginning our top-line tour, which would likely last several D-spins, so we were covering any final needs, with this being our last chance to do so for a while. Having our preliminary work set, the Endeavor leaders left our posts to our seconds and met casually, as we will do from time to time, as an unlocked idea session. We usually meet in the 3rd level rec area, but tonight we were meeting in my living quarters. Myself, Dana from Communications, Sam, our lead operator, and Barris, the Endeavor's assigned Guardian Commander. The only leader who wasn't present was Charlie, but this was a strategy session, and operations had no say in where the ship goes or what the ship does, outside of any supply needs. The topic was the Crystal Plains and the initial strategy we wanted to implement. We all essentially agreed that the ground team at Site Zero was doing a great job. They had 4 investigators with 10 levels between them, so everything was being done, as you would say, by the book. It was very likely that whoever did that once would do it again, because they already had. It looked more and more like the site we had discovered on our way to Site Zero. The site of the second Crystal Plains shearing disturbance was, indeed, the second site. And it was very likely that it was done by the same group. The kind of equipment and organization that would be necessary for even such a haphazard operation made it very unlikely that 2 different parties would be organizing the same thing at the same time, in relatively the same region. You could also map out a route and timeline that started at Site Zero in the Crystal Plains, and take you all the way to Data Tower 59 in the Great Razor Pass. It was almost certainly the same people doing all of it. And now that they were dead, we couldn't rely on confessions or snap time. We had to do it the hard way. But we were trained for that, so it was just going to take more time and resources than it would have had we captured them alive. We had the interior scenes covered by good people. So we decided we were going to take preventative measures and begin exploring the unknown territory beyond the top line. It was almost certainly from there that the people who attacked us had entered, and there might still be some trace of their activities beyond of our northernmost border. Even I hadn't been that far north more than a few times, and only for a short bit. For the most part, it was entirely unknown to us, having been deliberately put aside until we had progressed further in securing our holdings in the overlands. In my opinion, we moved into the overlands too soon, and I didn't want to repeat that mistake. Unfortunately, circumstances were going to force us into that unknown part of our moon prematurely, if we were going to be proactive about securing our northern border. We would begin by sending 4 scouts and a jumper out in a pre-designated pattern set that we call a drift and weave. Endeavor would be running routes along the outer limits, just beyond the top line, while patrols fed in and out. We were currently carrying 2 jumpers and 8 scouts, so we had 2 complete sets to rotate. How long it would take all depended on what we found on the other side of the top line.